Hi everybody, and welcome back to a long overdue card-spiration. I don't even know if anybody's doing any of those anymore. It's been quite a while since I've been on YouTube. I have had some horrible health issues, but I've got some projects that I really want to get finished up, and quite frankly, I find if I'm crafting, it takes my mind off those yucky things. So anyway, I saw this card on Pinterest. Now this particular card, the reason I liked it, first I really liked the birds, and they used half a punch to make the birdie. Isn't that cute? And I have two baby cards, two baby boy cards that I have to get done. So I'm going to use those. Now the only inspiration I used from this card is the bird and the buttons, and everything else is nothing like that. So I'll show you what I came up with. So I started out with your typical card size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then I cut it inside. This is the Recollections cardstock at Michael's. It sometimes comes in printed tones, and so I cut the yellow gingham out just 1/4 of an inch smaller and glued that down. I'm not using my tripod right now, so I'm just got the camera just kind of sitting right here. Then for my birdie, I just bought a Sizzix punch, and it's called Bird with Vine, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's not trimmed up the way I trimmed it. So there's the bird with vine. So you can see there's a flower and a flower on the other end, and you can place it either way, as you know. So I trimmed off all of the flower embellishment, and I kept the vine part at the bottom, and then it didn't look right unless the bird had the perch at the back, so I left that on too. Then I ran it through my dotted Swiss embossing folder just to give it a little bit of dimension. So what I'm going to do is just glue my little birdie right on the front of my card. But before I do that, I'm going to take a white doily. You can hear my chair rolling across the floor. And I've just got, I think it is a 4-inch doily. Yes, it is. So if you have a doily die cut that's 4 inches, you could use that as well. But this was just a 4-inch one. I don't even know what I had it left over from. So what I'm going to do is adhere it like that, and then just fold the little excess over and adhere it around the back like that. Then I'm going to adhere my birdie on. So I'll be right back. So the next thing we're going to do, so we've got our little birdie glued down, as you can see. Next thing we're going to do is take this yellow rickrack, and we're going to glue it all the way around the card front. Now I think the best way to start gluing it is over here in the middle of the center of this side, and then go all the way around and end here as well. And I would recommend using a glue gun for adhesive for this part. So there you have the top card front all done. I just think, I don't know, putting the rickrack all the way around the card just gives it such a, I don't know, baby-like, whimsical little feel to the card. I just love it. So the next thing I'm going to do, I found some ribbon in my ribbon stash. It's been there forever. And I have all of my ribbons with sayings on them in a bag, and so I thought, let me go through and see what I've got in there. So I found this one, and it says sweet baby boy. So I'm just going to cut off one end of there and about there so that I can put a little button on either side of that statement. So it's just going to go right at the bottom here where this doily lies. And then I think I might add a pop of color, and I'm going to use these red crocheted buttons just for a switch, and maybe some bling for my birdie's eyes. So you guys know me, I always have to make 2 cards, so here are my sweet baby boy cards. This one is just so darling with the red crocheted buttons and the matching red, just to give a little bit of a pop. And this one, I don't know if you can see, but there's like little farm creatures on these buttons. This one is a lion, and that one I can't quite make it out. And it says Sweet Baby Boy. And I still gave him a little red bling for his eyes. So, although I was inspired by the other card, I really love how these two turned out. And we did just have two baby boys just born in our circle of friends. So, I hope they like these new cards. So I'm going to get on to finish up some more projects that have been sitting here. I finished up some swaps that I had to do and I got them in the mail. And I really think I need to do some crafting for myself. So I'm going to get working on an art journal. So I hope you guys stay tuned and hope you like my cards. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.